Welcome, everyone. This is Recovery Dharma. My name is Julia. I'm one of the facilitators in the Spokane Sangha, and I am so happy to be here today. For the month of October in the Spokane Sangha, we have been exploring a theme, and that is grounding practices. And there are many, many grounding practices. The ones that I've been bringing forward have connected to the tradition of the chakras, which is related to Hinduism. You'll often see that in Hindu traditions. This is something the Buddha would have known very well. And the chakra systems are a wonderful way of concentrating the gaze, the mind, turning our attention inward toward the body as a focal point, as a way of cultivating and practicing wise concentration, one of the elements on the Noble Eightfold Path. So I'd like to take a moment and invite you to close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. And I'd also like to invite you to take a deep breath and fully arrive to your practice. I'd also like to encourage you to pay attention to your body and just notice what it needs. It may need to lie down. And for this practice, I highly, highly encourage it. The journey of recovery is arduous, long, tiring, and we don't often give ourselves enough permission to rest. So if you need a little rest today, please feel fully invited to do so. Even if you fall asleep, that's your practice today, and what a beautiful practice. We've explored in our grounding practices connecting to the universe through the crown chakra, through the imaginative third eye, and learning how to connect to its language through the throat chakra. We've explored the solar plexus, the core of our body. We've explored the sacral chakra, the pelvic basin of our bodies, the container that holds all of our experiences, the good, the bad, the neutral, everything mixing together, folding into one another, kind of like baking a cake. You have all of these separate ingredients that are seemingly disconnected, and yet when they're folded in together with intentionality, they create something amazing. You have that capacity within as well. So we fold in the positive experiences, the goodness of our life. We also fold in the shadowlands as well too. And then we also include all the things that we have learned to become more neutral about. Today, we're going to drop lower into the body, and we're going to invite our attention to focus on the root chakra, the legs, the feet, the toes, knees, ankles, hips, thighs, those big solid bones in our legs. And if you are someone who has experienced an injury of some kind, or if you were born into this life and your legs operate differently, maybe your legs sit nestled quietly in a chair with wheels, maybe you have a prosthetic, or maybe you are connected to robotic legs to help you move. However, you invite your body to engage with mobility. That's what we're looking at today. The root chakra, that connection to the earth. Many of us have, when you hear the root chakra, immediately the invitation is to imagine roots sinking deeply into the earth. And that's one way to think about it. Human beings, however, were not fixed to the earth like a tree or a plant. Our connection to the earth has a lot more freedom and flexibility. So we're not in the earth, even though we were born from the primordial soup of the earth. We've evolved from that. We're no longer rooted into it, we're upon it. And by the physics of gravity, we stay connected. But we're not so connected to the earth that we're fixed unless we decide to be. And that's an extraordinary thing, to be able to be of the earth, connected to the earth, move upon it, sit on it, dig in it if we want to for our nurturance. So our relationship to the earth is profound. And the root chakra is all about connection and belonging. Those are the two words to define this particular source of energy. What makes our sense of connection and belonging to the earth, to all of its life forms, and to one another, what makes that precarious, fragile, really, is the reality that we have grown increasingly disconnected to the rhythms and cycles of the earth. We are less dependent in our own working, in our own efforting, in our own actions that connect to the earth for our survival. Our ancestors were deeply connected to the earth. They knew that that connection, their belonging with the cycles and rhythms of the earth, was intimately connected to their survival, their abundance, their health, their well-being. And our ancestors must have done a lot right, because we are here today practicing. And we're practicing in a contemporary life that's very separate, very distant from our ancestors' connections to the earth. And so it's important for us to take these sacred sips of that connection to remind ourselves that we belong here because we are here. We belong here because we are here. And surrounding that statement and that idea is a lot of story for us. For me, I have a lot of insecure narrative that likes to arise and tell me all the ways my belonging is to be doubted and insecure because I'm this, that, and the other thing. I don't measure up in all of these ways. I've made all of these mistakes. I've harmed this many people. How could all of that negativity possibly render me somebody worthy of belonging? Well, I don't have a very clear answer to that. In fact, I think it's quite mysterious because I can steep sincerely in the notion that with all of that, all of the awfulness that defines me, there's a whole lot of other that defines me too. And together, I belong here because all of me is here. The good, the bad, the neutral, all of me, just as I am. And that extends to each of us. So, what I'd like to invite us to do is to simply bring your gaze to your legs, to the way they're connecting to the earth, through the floor, through your clothes. Think about your mobility today. Think about how you move to connect, how you move to belong. Where do you take yourself to places of connection and belonging? And when was the last time you took a moment to root and be still, deepen your connection to the earth, and remind yourself, oh, I'm already here. I already belong. Look at that. I am a part of an ancient thread. And despite my warts, despite my wobbles, there is a wonder to me, and there is a wonder to you. And that is what keeps us connected. Sink into that image. Allow your legs to keep you steady. Allow your legs to be the thing that anchors you to this connection, even in movement. And enjoy this practice. Friends, we're going to take a step toward the conclusion of this reflection, and I invite you, if it's comfortable for you, to place your left hand over the heart. And the reason why we're ending in this way is because in the chakra system, we have the three upper chakras: the crown, the third eye, the throat. These represent our spirituality, and they are our connection to the cosmos, to the great universe and mystery. The lower three chakras, the solar plexus, the sacral chakra, and the root chakra, these represent our physical embodiment. So this is what keeps us connected to the earth, grounded, holding the experiences that we have, keeping everything strong and in our core. Together, our connection with the earth, our connection with the universe and the cosmos, it meets at the level of the heart, where it coalesces, where it's nurtured, where it is infused with compassion and understanding. And the heart chakra includes your arms and your hands. And this is why when we go to embrace someone and our hearts beat in rhythm with one another and we wrap each other up in one another, we are connecting to so much more. We are connecting our ancestors. We are connecting all of life. We are reconnecting with the rhythm and beat of life as well. So today, when you go to hug someone, wrap them up and be wrapped up. Let your hearts beat together. And remember, we are all of one enormous, extraordinary belonging. All right. End our practice today with a dedication of merit. And return the body to a noble posture, nice and tall, really fully embodied, feeling nice and rooted with the legs situated, nestled with the pelvic basin, the core of the body nice and solid, the heart lifted, the shoulders back, the throat resonant with one another, our imagination peaking in our connection to the universe. May we all be at peace and ease. May your heart remain open. May you awaken to the light of your true nature, and may this heal you. May you be a source of healing for all beings everywhere. Thank you for bringing your practice and your inspiration to this space. I look forward to seeing you again and practicing one more time. All righty, friends. Namaste.